Our black women are women.
Yeah.
We can't make a demand. We can't even ask you to smile. But you want us to protect you. I know more black men who say, I ain't got to worry about the white man. I got to worry about this woman laying next to me. This is my oppressor. This is my abuser.
According to court documents, 29-year-old Dmicah Beard went to the home looking for his nephew. When he asked Boyd about it, he says she smiled and said she didn't know where he was. Beard had told detectives that, quote, her smiling made him upset. Therefore, he pulled out his pistol and, quote, shot the lady.
I've been doing this job for a really long time. I've not really seen anything like that. I mean, there are random killings and for no reason, for the sport of it, for the fun of it, that happens. But because you don't like the way someone looked at you? I mean, I don't even know what to say about that.
33-year-old Sharmice Boyd was the heartbeat of her family, a constant source of joy, laughter, and support for those around her. Always eager to lend a helping hand, she readily opened her home to both family and friends. As a devoted mother to her 3 young daughters, aged 12, 9, and 3, Boyd created a warm and nurturing environment for her family in Anderson, Indiana. Their home was not just a house. It was a sanctuary filled with love, laughter, and cherished memories. Sharmice took immense pride in her daughters' accomplishments, watching them thrive academically, socially, and in their extracurricular activities. They were a reflection of her boundless love and zest for life, radiating her infectious smile and passion for living to the fullest. Tragically, their idyllic family life was shattered by the callous actions of Dmicah Beard, a dangerous and malicious individual concealing a gun under the guise of seeking a relative. With a smile, Sharmice calmly informed him that his relative was not present, only to have her life brutally cut short in front of her terrified children. Welcome to the American Crime, Femicide channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. On May 2, 2021, Sharmice and her children were at home when a man she had encountered a few times, Dmicah Beard, appeared at the door. Beard inquired if his relative was present, to which Boyd responded with a smile and a simple, no. Infuriated by her response, witnesses and court documents reveal that Beard reacted violently. Without hesitation, he brandished a gun and fired 3 shots at Boyd in the presence of her terrified children. In a desperate bid to escape the horror unfolding before them, Sharmice's eldest daughter grabbed her younger sibling and sought refuge in a neighbor's home. From there, they urgently contacted their grandmother, delivering the devastating news of her daughter's shooting. Paramedics rushed to Boyd's residence, where they found her lying near the front door, gravely wounded. Despite their efforts, Sharmice succumbed to her injuries later that same day at the hospital. The police located and arrested Beard the next day.
This man is waking up behind bars this morning for killing an Anderson mother. The 33-year-old woman was shot and killed inside her home while her 3 daughters were nearby. Sunday afternoon, police were called out to Walton Street, where they found Sharmice Boyd shot several times. According to court documents, 29-year-old Dmicah Beard went to the home looking for his nephew. When he asked Boyd about it, he says she smiled and said she didn't know where he was. Beard had told detectives that, quote, her smiling made him upset. Therefore, he pulled out his pistol and, quote, shot the lady.
Friends and family gathered to say their final goodbyes to Sharmice at her funeral, seething with anger and grief over her senseless death. As they mourned, they clenched their fists in determination, vowing to relentlessly pursue justice for their beloved family member. Their determination bore fruit when, in December of 2021, Beard pled guilty and was subsequently sentenced the following month. According to an article published in the Herald Bulletin, Dmicah was sentenced to 60 years on a murder charge and to 2-year sentences on 2 Level 6 felony charges of criminal recklessness. Beard pleaded guilty to the charges related to the May 3, 2021, shooting death of Boyd, with the sentencing now in the hands of Judge Sims. In pronouncing the sentence, Judge Sims noted that the victim was shot multiple times in the presence of her children. Anderson police took Beard into custody on May 3. Boyd was at home with her 3 daughters, ages 12, 9 and 3 at the time of the shooting, according to an affidavit of probable cause filed by APD Detective Norman Rayford. She died at a local hospital from gunshot wounds to the neck, stomach and leg. Beard told detectives he was upset because Boyd smiled at him, so he pulled out his gun and shot her. Boyd's mother, Elaine White, said she was at work that day when she received a telephone call from her granddaughter. She said the girl was screaming and a neighbor eventually said her daughter had been shot. A month later, White said, her grandson was struck and killed by a car. "It has torn my whole family apart," White testified. She never bothered anyone. No one had an unkind word for Sharmice. White said the family didn't know Beard and had never met him. Kenneth Boyd, Sharmice's brother, said his sister was the rock of the family. "She was the best person I ever met," he said. "She always was a constant and listened to everyone. We suffer every day," he added. "She minded her own business and stayed home to provide for her kids. A man comes to the porch and does it in front of her kids," he testified. "We're asking for justice." Beard testified he couldn't recall what happened because he blacked out. He said no one knew where his son was and there was no explanation as to where he was. "I blacked out and killed a woman," Beard said. Beard said he entered the guilty pleas so that the Boyd family would not have to go through a trial. "I took a mother away from her kids," he said. "Hopefully their family doesn't fall apart like mine did." Beard's mother died when he was in high school and he was shifted around living with an uncle and eventually his father. He admitted to having mental issues and anger management problems. "I should have gotten help and this would never happen," Beard said. "I'm sorry. I have to deal with the consequences of my action." Dr. George Parker, a court-appointed psychiatrist, testified that Beard suffers from PTSD as a result of the death of his mother. He said Beard remembered driving from Marion to Anderson, but not the interaction with Boyd. Chief Deputy Prosecutor Andrew Hanna said he struggles to make sense of what happened that day. "The utter senselessness of that act," he said. He shot her multiple times and had seen 2 children in the house. Hanna said Beard knew he had anger issues and still carried a gun on a daily basis. Defense attorney Spencer Benge said Beard should have gotten help with his mental issues, but had no criminal record. This tragedy stands as one of the most senseless incidents to date. A mother of 3 lost her life simply for offering a smile. It's unfathomable to comprehend the sheer cold-heartedness and recklessness of Beard's actions. Yet, he brazenly confessed to ending Boyd's life because he didn't like her smile. Regrettably, such senseless tragedies are becoming all too common, signaling a disturbing shift in Black culture and relationship dynamics. We cannot turn a blind eye to the escalating violence, particularly perpetrated by Black men against Black women. As the Boyd family continues to grapple with their immense loss, let us hold them close in our thoughts and prayers. Just a month after Sharmice's tragic passing, her brother suffered another devastating loss with the death of his son. May they find solace and strength within themselves as they navigate through this unimaginable pain. May Sharmice Boyd rest in eternal peace.